Okay, so these two are quadratic formula. You will not be asked to memorize this. You will be given the quadratic formula. So negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2a. So this is the quadratic formula. So we know we had to find a, b, and c. A is 5, b is negative 8, c is 4. And I have to plug it in. So I'm going to build remember what I used to call the skeleton. So negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2a. Whoop. I'll turn the lights back on in a minute. So b is negative 8. b is negative 8. A goes here and here, which is 5. And c is 4. And then remember we talked about simplifying it in the 3 different places. Oh, I thought that would make it brighter, but it didn't work. That works. Okay, so we have this piece that we need to simplify. So 2 negatives makes a positive, so I have 8 plus or minus 2 times 5 is 10. That's another spot. And then I just what's under the house. Now do not type the house. So watch, I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see everything. So I'm going to type negative 8 squared minus 4 times 5 times 4. So you'll notice I did not type the square root symbol. I just typed what was under the house and I get negative 16. Now because it's negative, I have to make it positive and put an I. And the square root of positive 16 is 4. And again, if you struggle with that, square root of 16, not 14. And it gives me 4 with no house. So this becomes 8 plus or minus 4i. And I'm going to separate my denominator so I can simplify. Well, this simplifies to 4 over 5 plus or minus 2i over 5. So there's my answer. And you can rewrite it all together. So 4 minus 2i over 5, 4 plus 2i over 5. So let's do the exact same thing on number 24. This one looks like you could type it in your calculator, but if you do, y'all, it's not going to give you what you think it will. It will not give you pretty answers. So we have A, B, C. A is 1, B is 8, C is negative 11. It already equals 0, so we're good. So negative B plus or minus square root times A times C. Build my skeleton. A is 1, C is negative 11, B is 8. So again, in 3 places. So negative 8 plus or minus square root of something. 2 times 1 is 2. And then just what's under the house. So 8 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 11. And I get 108. So we have to see, because that's not a perfect square, so we have to break it down. So that's 2 and 54, which is 2 and 27. 3 and 9, which is 3 and 3. So we have 6, because 2 times 3 is 6 over 3. So I'm going to separate negative 8 over 2 plus or minus 6 root 3 over 2. Well, that gives me negative 4 plus or minus 3 root 3. So there's my answer. I'm going to squeeze it in there. Negative 4 minus 3 root 3. Negative 4 plus 3 root 3. It's in there. So, there it is.